What's up guys, welcome to today's video. Well, this is a little different than a lot of videos we do, but we wanted to give info and help people who are wanting to travel more.
Let's start with number one.
Skiplagged.com. If you have not heard of skiplagged.com, comment below. Basically how it works, you type in where you're leaving and where you're going.
Like you normally would.
Yeah. It helps you find all of the flights that do that, in addition to the ones that have layovers at your final destination.
Okay guys, we're here at the website skiplagged.com. Let's do an example flight to show you how it works. Sacramento to Salt Lake City, July 16th. Here there's a flight from Sacramento to Vegas, and the layover is actually in Salt Lake City where you want to get off for $82. But if you bought the direct flight from Sacramento to Salt Lake, it would be $111. Same exact flight, 6 a.m. to 8:40, 6 a.m. to 8:40 down there. $82 here where you get off on the layover. You can also check the calendar if you're not restricted to dates. Pick the cheapest dates, Sacramento to San Diego for $62, where if you bought the direct flight, that would be $111. Now let's buy it and see what happens. It reminds you, no checked luggage, because if you do check a bag, it goes to your end destination when you actually want to get off in Salt Lake City. When you go to purchase it, it reminds you again. It also gives you other guidelines to help you just not have any hiccups on your way. We've used this site over and over and over. It's perfectly legal. It's saved us a ton of money. We just never check bags when we do it. It's been perfect for us.
Any questions below about Skiplagged, comment in the comments below and we'll respond to all of the questions. We just want to help you guys.
Number 2. Our favorite travel subscription, again, this is not sponsored, this is the one that has worked for us many times actually now, is Pomelo Travel. Now the good thing about them, because I've actually tried a few, right away you have to pay, but with Pomelo, they have a free subscription. Now it is limited, but it's actually still pretty good. You still get an email every day about a cheap flight somewhere.
That could be annoying. Some people might be thinking, I don't want an email every day. Just sign up for the free service during the time that you're looking for flights. A lot of times airlines will do these things for whatever reason. People say it's a fluke in the system. I think it's for marketing purposes.
Yeah.
Basically, a flight will drop drastically. We're talking flights that are $1,500 will all of a sudden drop to $250. No joke.
Pomelo Travel also has a premium subscription, which you find one cheap flight, it's actually worth your subscription, which is what we do. So we get the first alert. Now, the cool thing with that is that you have 24 hours to cancel your flight.
Make sure to just implement this rule in your family's life. If you see a cheap ticket that's drastically cheap to somewhere you want to go, buy it and tell your spouse later, because you have 24 hours to cancel. If you take the time to call your spouse, oh, let me think about it, and then they get back to you and they say, yes, let's do it. Personal experience, the flight could already be booked, because when they drop that fast, they go fast.
They go so
fast. Book it and then take 24 hours to tell your boss, to tell your spouse, to tell your friends, get a dog sitter. And if that doesn't work, then you can cancel the flight, no questions asked.
And you're good. Every flight we've had internationally now, which has been many, has been around $300 round trip.
And again, those are just a couple subscription services. Feel free to type in Google airline subscription notice services. Others are great. We hear a lot of good things about Scott's cheap flights. Okay, this one we're gonna have mixed reviews from people, so comment below your thoughts on this. But guys, airline credit cards, they work really well.
Airlines will come out with these special promos and offers, tons and tons and tons of free miles. Disclaimer, do not use credit cards if you don't have the money. You treat it like a debit card, you'll always be okay. We've had probably 8 free flights from credit cards alone. And the reason being is we know future purchases that we're going to make, and then we'll search the internet for which credit card company has a promotion going on. And we don't have a ton of credit cards.
No.
We've done it with 3 different cards. We did it with Southwest, with Delta a few years ago, and then we did with Delta again on a different
higher level card.
In fact, right now they're doing a promotion until the end of July. You get 70,000 miles. Be smart. Do not go into debt for it. It's not smart to go into debt for a free flight.
Have it in your bank already, and then just transfer that over and pay it off right away. That way you don't get the interest and the fees.
This next tip, very important.
This is something you should do that every time we've implemented it during the holiday season,
It's worked.
It always works, and we get good vouchers for the next year. When you are making holiday flight plans, if you have a free place to stay in your final destination, so you don't have to pay for extra hotel days, purposefully book your flight for 1 or 2 days before you actually need to get there. When you show up, because the airline overbooks, they'll always ask, is someone willing to delay their flight?
United Airlines say it will offer passengers who volunteer to give up their seats on overbooked flights up to $10,000.
Well, a woman from Washington got the best flight delay ever. United Airlines gave her a $10,000 voucher.
And everyone else is like, no, it's the holidays. I can't miss my plans, because no one books to go a day or two before they need to. We did that. Literally, as we're walking to the gate, we hear, is anyone willing to delay their flight for tomorrow? We'll provide a hotel voucher and $800 voucher. And both of us just walked right up to the gate and said, yes, we'll do that.
And free ticket stuff, so we went and got Cafe Rio.
Yeah, we ate food at the airport, then went to the free hotel, even though our home was 40 minutes away.
Sometimes they'll lowball it and be like, is anybody willing to get their flight for a $200 voucher? You might be like, yeah, I will.
And
But
then
wait
they're
a
like,
second.
"Sweet."
If not everybody's getting up to go and get that voucher, I'd wait, because a lot of times they're like, okay, 300, 400. This has happened many times. Our friend actually just did this. We went up and said, hey, I know you guys are really busy. I don't need to give up my flight, but I don't have a checked bag, so you guys don't have the house to do that. I'll get a rental car and just drive home, and I'll do it for, how much was it?
$3,000.
And the airline kind of just was like, what? They gave him the $3,000 voucher, you guys.
It works.
That's a horse.
That's a horse. Be respectful and always be kind. That's probably the biggest tip ever. If
Yeah.
you're always kind to the people at the desk, they get put through the ringer. Like, everyone comes up to them as if it's their fault. And, what? I can't believe this. And it's the weather that's delaying the flight.
They're just so stressed out, especially during the holiday seasons. It's a high stress level. They're just trying to work everything out. It's a constant game for them to move this person this flight, move this seat, do that. So be kind, be respectful, but also work your magic, yo.
Okay, that's enough. If you guys want more tips about travel or being a travel influencer, we actually have a course. It's about to launch in a couple months to the whole world, but we're doing a pre-sale right now because we're still developing it, and anyone that gets in right now will be able to give us direct feedback in return for it being super cheap. So there's a link down below to join in our course, where this is just not even scratching the surface of tips we give about travel, but also how to grow your YouTube channel to get paid by brands.
Or other social media platforms.
Yeah, everything. So
Creating
check
content,
that out.
getting paid, traveling for free, all that things.
Sometimes if we want to get beat up and dragged off the plane, we'll fly United.